Hey, everybody, this is Perch. Going quick to the mailbag, it says, Dear Perch, if the Kansas City Chiefs lose the Super Bowl, is Taylor Swift responsible? Well, this video is almost certain to come out after the Super Bowl, but the answer is yes. Yes, it's all that bitch's fault, 100%. I completely agree. All right, something less serious? I don't know. Anyway, I don't mind Taylor Swift for what it's worth. She's not Arby's. However, the amount of hype, I have a classic kind of very predictable Gen X behavior of the more you hype something, the less I like it. And Taylor Swift gets a lot of hype. So, I'm tired of Taylor Swift. What's weird to me is the cult-like behavior. And I can turn this a little bit into comics of anyone, whether you're a music artist, whether you're a comic book creator, whether you're mainstream or YouTuber. Like I've said this before, if I make some comment about Al Ewing, I will get nuts, absolute nut jobs coming in to just be super pissed. The same is true. That's kind of quieted down. Maybe like Al Ewing's career. Huh? Yeah. Anyway. But it's true of a couple others as well who have not quieted down. And I just stop. You could call it Voldemorting, you could call it whatever you want, but there's like a couple people, one in particular, you mention that guy and you were just, it doesn't matter. Good, bad, ugly. It doesn't matter. People are just going to come out of the woodwork to be insane. And I do not understand that I don't understand that behavior. The same thing with like the Swifties. Like, imagine loving like a music artist so much, a person who doesn't know you, that you will go nuts. Like, did you hear the story about what Justin Timberlake? Well, this was Britney Spears fans. See, I was about to blame Swifties, but this is Britney Spears fans, that equally stupid, in fact, arguably dumber. And Justin Timberlake had a song, Selfish, I think. And the Britney Spears fans all teamed up to make sure that her song, Selfish, which came out like a decade or more ago, I'm not a Britney Spears aficionado, beat his on the charts, literally like spent a crap load of money to make sure of this. That's very weird behavior to me. Just saying. All right, let's get to this. I don't understand cult behavior. I don't want it. Don't understand it. All right, here's this mail. It says, why hasn't DC launched a DC queer imprint? Okay. We'll take this on. Dear Perch, you were brought up that a core strength that manga has in American comics is a variety of genres present. While American comics is primarily made up of superhero books, with horror comics being the only genre that is remotely noticeable in comics. Yet, superhero comics had a tendency in recent years of slicing in different ways, in different genres, like slice of life, but with superheroes, which more frequently than not creates a bizarre work that appeals to nobody. It is true. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do slice of life, trying to ram, the Flash into slice of life is a bad idea. You get nothing. The Flash fans are going to be angry. The slice of life fans are going to be like, what the fuck's the Flash doing here? Like, it's just a bad idea. Recent examples of this are the Fire and Ice miniseries or that John Kent backup story in action. One thing that I don't quite understand is why doesn't DC just make a DC slice of life or DC queer imprint that just tells the stories in those genres without having superheroes? I just think that would work better in the long run. Look, I agree completely. I don't know why you don't do this. I think, you get all these comments about wanting to appeal to a new audience and the easy way to do it. Create your imprint and go. And by the way, I don't think you have to stay away from superheroes. I know some of you listening right now will disagree. But if you said, hey, here's this imprint, it's not in continuity, it's Earth Q, whatever, Earth 69, am I right? Anyway, Earth 420, you could have lots of different things you're doing. But all you need to do is just you've got this multiverse that you've been shoving down everyone's throats forever. Say these stories on Earth, 919, and do what you got to do. And just like if you get there, you could have gay Batman, gay Superman, you have gay everyone, or not, or you could just do slice of life. You could this is the multiverse where we're gonna tell stories about Spider-Man eating. That's what we're gonna do here. Do whatever you're gonna do. I think that would be logical, and you brand it. You got to go all in with the branding. You got to really make it clear it's not a comic book. So I got to sit on the shelf next to another comic. It has to be in its own area, which, Vertigo did fairly well once upon a time. It can be done. The Ultimate Comics for a while also had this, and it fit. And so it stood out differently on the shelf. Retailers knew to put it in a different spot. So it lived in its own little corner. And, that's normal, and that's healthy, and that's good. And that's what manga does. And they do it well. So just create the BL equivalent of, the DC universe or Marvel universe, whatever else, and go for it. Now, don't get me wrong. If you decide to have the, a slice of life or a queer imprint at the big two, definitely people are going to make YouTube videos about it. They're going to bitch about it. People are going to pick up. But unfortunately, the people complaining about it I think, in my opinion, would sound pretty petty if, you were doing a mainstream superhero lineup, just trying to tell classic superhero stories. And then you very specifically marketed here is a, queer comic with its own, with its own story universe. And you knew exactly what you were getting into. There's no well, I picked this up and I'm outraged. They changed the Flash. No. It's clear from the label. You knew what you were picking up. You knew what you were in for. That's what you got. I think that is the way. Do that. Now, by the way, if you're trying to make money, I still think it's way smarter to, just invent new characters versus try to retcon superhero characters into this. And I say that not because I'm trying to protect the superheroes, because in my mind, again, if you have the multiverse and all these different versions of things, just go nuts with one of the multiverse worlds and have at it. But that still gives you the problem that it doesn't appeal to the slice of life or, LGBTQ, BL, queer audience that you're trying to appeal to. Believe it or not, there is not a huge segment of the market. I'm sure there's some, but there's not a huge segment of the market that's going, you know what? I'd love to buy comic books, but only if Hawkman is gay. If Hawkman is just a gay bird flying around, then I will buy comics. No one's saying that. No one, I mean, again, I say no one. I'm sure there's a couple people out there who'd be like, yes, that is what I've been waiting for my entire life. But generally speaking, nobody is looking for that. So, I think if you decide to, retcon in a superhero into a slice of life, by the way, same thing, maybe a little less polarizing for some of you. If the answer is, hey, we're going to do a comic here and it's just the superheroes eating, it's just that. It's just, or cleaning the house or having slice of life type adventures. That's what it's going to be. Again, nobody wants that either. Nobody wants to see. Again, I'm sure there are some, but it's not going to be big. And you're missing out on that new audience you want to actually go cultivate. Nobody's going, I'd really love to see the Flash family, but with no villains, no kind of running around fast, unless it's for comedic effect of getting a food order out in time. But I would like the Flash family running a food truck. That's what I'm looking for. That's the comic I want. No villains other than cholesterol. And this is it. You're not going to get a big audience with that. You're just not. Now, if you put out a high quality slice of life, family, like one of my favorite manga of all time is a slice of life book. It's at Maison Aoko by Rumiko Takahashi, and that story is delightful. It's wonderful. It's absolutely slice of life. It's a little apartment building kind of thing, and there's wacky people who live there, and then there's a will they won't they kind of romance going on, and it is as slice of life as it comes. And Rumiko Takahashi is a brilliant creator, wonderful artist, just nails it. Really great story. I enjoy the hell out of it. So, do that. You don't need to make the Batman family into slice of life. Just create something new. I think that's smarter, and I think you'll appeal to more people if you do that. But if you still want to tap into the superhero audience, you still want to use your existing IP because you believe that will give you immediate attention, just do the imprint. Just make it its own little corner of the universe, and then go for it. And yeah, I mean, will you get videos on shit? I don't know. Like, pick your poison. Like, I'm always picking on some of the same people. I don't even know what I'm talking about in this instance. The Quartering. Is the Quartering going to do a video about a book with a gay Batman in the DC queer universe? Maybe. I don't know, but I think the Quartering looks kind of silly if you're picking on a book that has a big label on the top of it saying, queer imprint, and it's a book with queer characters, and he's like, "How dare there's queer characters here?" Like, dude, it's right there on the cover. So you're the jackass in this case. I just think it all starts to get a lot easier if you just focus that way. But what do you think? Is this a solution for you? Would you go for it? Not go for it? What would you? I think this just makes branding sense, but it is what it is. Thanks for let me know your comments as always. Thanks for listening.